I want to congratulate TCU on an unbelievable season. I mean, they threw a freshman out there in probably the biggest game of his life and really pitched good. Shortstop's a freshman. Their catcher's a freshman. The big lefty they brought in, Adele, he's freshman. I mean, they couldn't have asked anything more from their young players and all their players. To get to this point is an unbelievable accomplishment, and I know they're disappointed, but they certainly belonged here, and need to congratulate them on a great year. As far as the game today, Jack was really good. He made pictures when he needed to, and he'll probably say otherwise. But at the end of the day, he bent, but he didn't break. If that makes any sense. So he made some big pitches, and I think Ryan Slater coming in and recording 5 outs was huge. So we didn't have to go to Cade as early as we possibly wanted to. And obviously Brandon, did his thing at the end. So we're excited about moving on. Obviously Cade's hitting the 6-hole was huge to put us ahead. I was really pleased with how Brandon bounced back from the 8th. And obviously Josh's 2-run homer to get us on the board was really big for our momentum. We played really good defense, and like I said, just looking forward to getting started again on Saturday.
Okay, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes first. So raise your hand, we'll get a hand mic to you, and we'll start up here. Yes.
Yeah, Kevin Brockway, Gage. Listen, Cade, you've hit a lot of balls right at the button at people. Did you get a sense you were kind of due, or what was your mindset going into the 9th inning in that bat?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times in baseball, things may not go your way, and I feel like baseball always has a way to come back around, and it's just really important to stay in the moment for when you do get the opportunity. And, in that spot, he got me 0-2 quick, and I just knew he wasn't going to get me out. I wasn't going to go down.
Okay, next question. Oh, yeah, here in the back. I can't see you.
Sorry. Michael Farrar with Berg Sports Network. My question is for Josh. Josh, can you talk about the home run? What was going through your mind when you hit it out of the park?
Yeah. Going into the at-bat, we knew that he had a good fastball that, played well up in the zone, and he could command his off-speed pretty well. So, I mean, I wasn't really looking for anything specific, but, I was just trying to be on time for the heater, and he came first pitch slider, and, I didn't let that take me away from my approach. I stayed on the fastball, and, luckily I saw it pop out of his hand and got a hanging slider that I could put a good swing on. So, it was huge for our momentum, definitely to get us up early in the game, and I just think it was a very big moment for my team, so it was special.
Okay, Matt.
Matt Emery's White and Blue Review. Josh, they had run around second, laced that ball in the gap. Teams haven't been sending runners on those kind of in-between balls there, but they sent theirs. How did that sequence play out in your mind once you got the ball on the relay?
Yeah, I mean, it was an aggressive move on their part, and, that's what sometimes teams do, good teams do, to try to steal a run, especially with, what happened the other night against Oral Roberts where I got caught sleeping. So, he laced it into right field, and our right fielder got it in as quick as possible. And as soon as I caught it, I just kind of kept my head on a swivel and turned around, looked towards home plate immediately. And luckily, I had enough time to, set my feet and make a good throw home. And it was a tremendous tag by BT, and it was just a great opportunity for us to, get it out and not allow them to tie the game.
Okay, the other Matt.
Matt Tallery from World Baseball Network. Jack, how did you feel on the mound today with your built-in composure alongside with your mechanics today, and also Michael Robertson's game-winning catch at the wall to help you guys punch a ticket for the first time since 2017 in the College World Series final?
Yeah, I felt good out there, honestly. Obviously didn't have my best stuff today, but like Sully said, bend but don't break. But Mikey's catch, I mean, that was awesome. That ball off the bat, I'm pretty sure everybody thought it had a chance of going, and seeing him not be afraid of the wall was huge.
Okay, next question. Yeah, once again, Kevin.
I don't know if any of the players could speak to the defense overall today. I mean, your throw, obviously Mike's catch in the outfield. I think Halter had a really good play at third base. How important was it just to kind of make those plays during the course of the game to maintain the lead?
Jack, you start.
Honestly, the double play, that was huge against Richardson, Josh and Cade doing what they do best, making it quick, making it easy, and helping me out in tough spots. I mean, that's just the way that this team's played, everybody has each other's backs, and that's just kind of how we've gotten to this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, our defense has been really solid, and I have to give credit to our bullpen too for keeping us in the games this whole time we've been here too, as well.
Josh.
Yeah, basically to piggyback off them, like Cade said, our bullpen's done a tremendous job of letting us work. Especially with our starters, they've done a tremendous job of trusting their defense, and our defense has played, a great factor in where we are today. And it's just huge for us to be able to make the routine plays and also make a spectacular play whenever it's needed. Like you said, with Colby Halter making a tremendous diving catch and Mikey running down a ball that was hit really well. So it's important for us, and it's kind of a point of emphasis as a team to just go out there and, make all the plays we can and just try to help our pitchers out as best we can.
Okay. Any more questions for the student athletes? If not, guys, we'll excuse you now, and we'll see you Saturday,
Thank you.
Thank you.
if not before. Okay, we'll open it up now for questions for Sully, and we'll start with everybody all at once. Okay, Matt.
Matty Marinas, White and Blue Review. Sullyford, the running game is a big part of TCU's offense, but it just seemed like every time they got on base, you guys, for whatever reason, were holding well and not letting them get any advantages there. How do you think you guys shut down the running game today so well?
Well, that's one of the parts of the game that Jack's tried to work on extremely hard, is holding runners at first, and he's a lot quicker to the plate now than he was the first half of the year. He's worked hard on his pickoff move. We knew they liked to run the vault steal, and we knew that, so we've got a different pick for that. But overall, our pitchers just did a really nice job today.
Okay, Joe.
Joe Healy, D1 Baseball. Coach, how much was this result a product of what you and your staff tried to do in terms of building the pitching staff, where Jack is out after 4 1/3, and yet you're just kind of able to stack bullpen guys one after the other and not feel overly stressed in that part of the game?
I don't know if you could say not overly stressed. We were in a one-run game, but it takes. I was talking earlier. It takes a collective group to get to this point. Just like Michael hasn't played a lot, but he made the great catch in center field. Ty has really gotten hot for us down the stretch here. Colby Halter is out of lineup for some time, and now he's back in the lineup. So it really does take a collective group. And we knew our pitching was a work in progress when the season started, especially the bullpen side of things. But I think that just kind of shows you where we're at with our bullpen. Slater comes in and gets 5 outs, where the other night he didn't have the results he wanted to, but he was able to move on. And to have somebody like Neely at the back end is huge. Kind of like at 17, we had the same situation where we had Michael Byrne. So, no, it takes a collective group, and it's not easy to get the World Series, number one, but number two, to be in position to play for the national championship.
Okay, Kevin.
What does it mean to be back in the College World Series? I mean, it's the 4th time in school history, 2nd time for you, and anything you learned about the first series, final series that you take into this one coming up this weekend?
Well, you learn a lot from all of them. I mean, 2011, I think, played South Carolina. We had a bases loaded, no way out in the 9th, and didn't score. It seems like just like yesterday. Then in 17, we lost this game and had to come back with Alex Faedo, as you remember, in the second game to get to the final series. And then, we got, a great performance by Brady Singer. And obviously Tyler Dyson came up huge for us in the second game. But, it's just it's not easy to get to this point. It's just not. And I know I overstate it and say it over and over, but we just played 3 one-run games, and they're all nail-biters down to the end. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that have to go right. This team is different than the 17 team in a lot of ways, but in the most important ways for me, very similar. Starting pitching in 17 was outstanding. I feel like our starting pitching the best they have all year. We had Michael Byrne at the end, and we got Brandon Neely at the end. I don't think we made an error in 17 out here in 5 or 6 games where we played, and we're playing really good defense right now, knock on wood. But there are some similarities, but like I said, just excited for the guys, our staff, everybody that's involved. Like I said, it takes a whole group of people to get to this point, just not the players or coaches. There's a lot of people behind the scenes, from people on our staff to the managers, that stay up cleaning uniforms till 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's a really good feeling for how those guys experience this.
Okay, Matt.
Would you mind replaying your inner monologue for us off the bat with Taylor there, 2 outs in the ninth?
I was 0-2. We called an up fastball. Obviously, he didn't get it up enough, but I be honest with you, I thought it maybe had a chance, even on a bad day like today. I don't know. Maybe the camera got me at the final out. I think I put both my arms over the rail and just kind of laid there for like 15 seconds. I just couldn't believe it. It was typical way to end the ball game, right? So the way things have gone. So, but Michael made a great play. Good for him.
Okay. Any more questions for Sully? If not,
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you on Friday.
Okay. Thank you.